It was dumb. I didn't mind like watching through it all. You said this sort of like do like 1, 2, 3, kind of skip to the end.
Yeah, One Punch Man was one of my favorites that I've watched. Not that I've watched a whole lot recently, but I just thought it kind of dragged on. Like, I get it. He's gonna show up and one hit something. And it's just about him showing up. So I thought that got a little played out, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, I just appreciate how they kept just like when and how does he show up and does he do these stupid just why?
Moomin Rider MVP with his bicycle.
I was since I was watching at work mostly. I kept showing King clips of like Puri Puri, whatever, the super buff gay guy.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name. It's like Puri Puri Pounder or something.
Something
I don't
like
know.
that. I don't remember. Yeah, I know who you're talking about though. Yeah, just the first like 2 or 3 episodes just cracked me up, especially when he met Xenos. And Xenos is like trying to monologue at him, and he's just having exactly none of it and falling asleep. And I'm like, well, this is exactly what I'm doing right now. Perfect.
Fall anime start coming up. I can weep harder.
Impossible.
I've been seriously slowing down on the weeping the past couple of weeks.
Do I have to make both teams? I wonder if Gray shows up. Oh, I can't even make a Gray. Unfortunate. We'll just have yellow versus yellow. Pretty good for meme week. I'm gonna grab some water. Alright. What's the timer at? 2:24. Unlucky.
Scrambles ass to play the whole series. Hell no.
Nah, I'm feeling like going back to bed before work. Not feeling great. We casters don't take requests ever. I didn't realize how long this song actually was. I was assumed it just ended after the first part, but it's actually apparently a 4.5-minute long song.
Which
Oh, it
song?
just repeats itself. Okay. The Benny Hill theme.
Oh.
It's the perfect summary for this week. One hour of medieval and fantasy in music. Playing all this crap really messes up my recommendations.
Glacial Augment Galio discuss after the intro.
Discuss after the intro?
Well.
Oh, the timer's out. Oh no.
Yeah. As usual, Aaron's trolling.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Maris Nation. With me today is Wing Stamatic. It's meme week for Gold Capped, so anything really goes.
Yeah. It is me.
It is you. How do you feel about Glacial Augment Galio? We had a request in the chat.
Unsure. It would give him some sustain in lane with just the classic time warp sustain bullshit that it is. It would give you chasing power, but I feel like Courage of the Colossus is just too good, or whatever it is now. Is that a throwback? That was a throwback, wasn't it? It's Aftershock. Holy,
Aftershock.
that's a throwback. Yeah, like Aftershock just allows him to go in and exist. If you go in with Glacial, sure, you might exist, but you're definitely squishier. Sure, you can get picks and run down people if they're slow, but you have so much CC already.
Anyway, let's look at the games that we have coming up today. Unfortunately, 4 teams decided not to play this week, and really, I don't know that anybody actually really wanted to. So I
I
haven't
didn't.
I haven't heard from anybody on Sneck or Vicious and Delicious, so that game just doesn't exist as far as we're concerned. And then 100 Steves and Indigo Sky mutually agreed to forfeit, so that's a 0-0, and I'm sure wouldn't impact the standings whatsoever. Anyway, let's get into the games that we did get played. This one is going to be Power Flashes versus Jingo Squad. Power Flashes come in at 2 and 3. Jingo Squad's 1 and 4. So this is the one mismatch I think that we had in the rankings. So let's see how it goes. Are you ready, Mr. Nation?
Yes.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Spawning on the blue side of the rift, it's going to be the Power Flashes. In the top lane, Worgen Knight on Darius, Baby Carrot in the jungle on Udyr, Sworn in mid lane on Vladimir, and Paladin and SP Pillars in the bottom lane playing Kaisa and Leona.
And on the red side for Jingo Squad Gaming, you've got the Lee KC gold capped legendary top laner Adaraz subbing in. You've got Thugs Bunny in the jungle on Warwick. You've got Bad Castle and Vigar, and then you've got the Uncle Jabronis, Yasuo, and Threshlane.
Yeah, Jabronis, just Jabronis is actually Boner Jams BJ97. It's not a
And
sub.
Uncle
It's
Jabronis
not.
is the legit Jabronis. He's the OG Jabronis.
Yeah, OG Jabronis playing Yasuo. Kind of interesting to see the role swap and then the lethal tempo Vigar for Bad Castle.
And the Invade.
And the Invade that didn't find anything for either team.
Yet.
Oh, they're going to wander into each other on the opposite side. Missiles coming out. There's going to be some damage coming out. Flash forward from Thug's Buddy. He fears Worgenite back into the team. Burning down from Ignite. It'll be first blood for Jingo Squad. Now Uncle Jabronis is in trouble as he's going to get taken down by Paladin. It's 1-for-1 so far as Sworn gets flayed in on the other side. The corrosive shots from Adaraz are doing quite a bit of damage, but Baby Carrot and Adaraz go down at the same time. A double kill. A triple kill for Paladin at level 1. Jabronis is leaving for the wrong side. That's Boner Jams, excuse me. The quadra kill for Paladin at level 1. Meme Week already delivering.
You got a 4-0 Kaisa. GG.
I mean, I guess we'll see how they're able to extend that lead, but
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you got the 1 kill on Yasuo though, so maybe.
So while you might have mentioned the lethal tempo Vigar, the Vigar starting his cage, he just kind of sat in the back and got to abuse that lethal tempo auto attack speed and just kind of slowly boop down people in the back of that.
Yep, Baby Carrot on the Udyr, and Thug's Bunny on the Warwick, for that matter, don't really need a leash, so doesn't significantly impact them that they're super late. Worgen Knight's gonna get disdained in, because that's a really weird ability name. But the extra damage from the passive applying, and Worgen Knight will take the kill despite being down a level. The disrespect from Platinum Legend to Adaraz.
Yeah, he took E on Urgot level 2. And then jumped into a minion wave. And that's Darius.
Always forget that that's Darius. But the extra stacks of the hemorrhage passive means that your armor's shredded, you're taking true damage, and you're just generally miserable. Ooh, the max range thing. E. It's too early in the morning for this. Zenith Blade from SP Pillars is going to take some damage onto Uncle Jabronis.
That's right. You get a couple. I said Courage and Colossus, so you get a couple.
Boner James is still level 1 in that lane, by the way. Worgen Knight and Baby Carrot are up here in top lane. They're going to try to make Adaraz as miserable as possible, and he'll go down again to Worgen Knight. And we've seen Worgen Knight pop off on this Darius before, and he's headed that way again.
Yeah, he's kind of at this point almost being spoon-fed. Just got a 2-level advantage already in a 17 CS lead.
Zenith Blade gonna connect onto Uncle Jabronis. He walks through the wind while Paladin just doing the damage, and the extra passive stacks will apply as Paladin is already unstoppable at 4 minutes. He's got a BF sword. He's a big boy.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing to add. He's a big boy. It's a 5-0 Kaisa with a BF sword 4 minutes. It was like an unfortunate game last night where I had a full warrior enchant on Master Yi at 5 minutes. Was it 5 or 6 minutes? Either way, it was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it's tough when you get that far ahead. You're almost too cocky at some points, and we have to look to see if they take maybe an engagement that they shouldn't here in the bottom lane, and if Uncle Jabronis and Boner James can turn that around on him. Meanwhile, the lethal tempo, not really paying off in the mid lane for Bad Castle. He's been shoved in pretty hard by Sworn so far.
Yeah, I mean, what part of the precision tree helps Vigar? Maybe presence of mind if you're having mana problems and you're somehow fighting and getting assists. That's about all I can think of. But this ain't ARAM. This is Summoner's Rift.
That extra 18% attack speed. You might as well just double down. I'd like to see an AD Veigar. You get the AP already from your passive, so just don't worry about it and just focus on your auto attacks.
Gunblade. Gunblade, Rage Blade, all of the hybrid scaling.
Worgen Knight's going to find Adaraz again. There's the 5 stacks of the Hemorrhage passive. He gets disdained, but Adaraz has nowhere to run as he gets decimated again by Worgen Knight.
I know I'm supposed to add color here, but that's a Darius.
The only color you need is red for the blood stacks that he's applying to. I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, Adaraz is only seeing gray right now.
Yeah, kind of a weird glitch, unfortunately, this game for him. Just the monochrome game. It's kind of a shame. I actually like this matchup in bottom lane quite a bit. The Yasuo does pretty well into Kai'Sa, and Thresh into Sona or Thresh into Leona. My goodness. Thresh into Leona's alright. Anyway, Hemoplague coming out. Sworn is looking for his first solo kill of the game, and he'll grab it with that Hemoplague flash forward from Thug's Bunny. Not going to matter, as he gets Tides of Bloods and the sustain from Sworn. Has to burn both summoner spells, but definitely worth it for the solo kill.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Thug's just barely outside of the fear range after the flash.
Zenith Blade gets Windwalled. Here comes Baby Carrot. What do you think the Udyr's job in this team composition is?
Gates.
Yeah,
I mean, get neutral objectives and farm. Your team is ahead. Your top and your bottom are so far ahead. Just farm and scale stupidly yourself, because that's what you do. Go counter jungle, I guess, eventually. Maybe
Sorry.
one other thing I could think of is you continue to like repeat dive mid lane, because you've got the Vlad to help like start the dive and then can drop aggro, then you're beefy enough. So if you want to further accelerate the only lane that's not insanely ahead, which is still pretty ahead. Sheen purchased first, by the way, for the Vigar.
I'm just curious who you think would win straight up in a 1v1 between Udyr and Warwick right now.
Right now it's going to be Warwick.
There's
Udyr
your advantage. If you're Jingo squad, look for the 1v1 between the two junglers. I don't think you get Darius, though.
I also don't think in the 1v1 you kill him fast enough to make it a 1v1. People will be able to respond before you can finish the kill. Just between the sustain of the two junglers.
Yeah, I just saw him wandering up to Darius, and it's like, well, this is a double kill waiting to happen at this point. Although, I guess Morganite hasn't backed in a while. Let's see. Oh, only adds the Sheen on. I thought he was a little bit more ahead than that. Still, it's enough damage not to mess with as he goes ahead and apprehends Adaraz back in. Both ultimates are available, so we have some executes. The flash away from Adaraz, though, as Morganite applying a lot of pressure to that top lane.
Baby Carrot's doing an excellent job clearing control wards. That's what I got for you in the Udyr in this comp.
Yeah, Udyr is pretty good at that. The Tiger stance tears through.
Like, we do have to remember we're only 8.5 minutes in or so, and Darius has a Phage and a Sheen.
That's also true. I just figured he'd be more ahead than just the Sheen, because you can see the Phage and boots on the other side. Anyway, this is actually a pretty good trade for Adaraz so far. The apprehend in from Morganite, though. He sidesteps the Fear Beyond Death, and he'll go for the Noxian Guillotine. Another solo kill for Morganite.
And that one was kind of, I don't want to say the turning point, but that's going to be pretty much a nail in the coffin for that lane. You had your chance to get a nice shutdown gold onto you.
Responding to Baby Carrot now in the jungle. Zenith Blade doesn't connect. It's a 2v2 so far with the Hemoplague. Sworn just buying some time with the pool. Paladin dashes in with the Killer Instinct, and Baby Carrot picks up one already. Uncle Jabronis tries to flash away, but he'll get killed by an auto attack in the process. Thug's Bunny now under fire. Zenith Blade doesn't connect, but the missiles do, and Paladin is 6-0. He's dominating. And they pick up 3 kills on the invade.
Worth?
Yeah, it's really tough. We saw Bad Castle just shoved in under his turret, so he couldn't really respond to the pressure in the jungle. That made the odd man situation, combined with them being already so ahead. I'll give you your analysis. There you go.
So, once again, this Lethal Temple Vigar, I guess that was an intentional pick. That or he's just living up to the meme, because he's going for a Triforce, it appears. Although that's, of course, one of the most expensive items in the game, and your team's kind of falling apart around you, and...
So realistically, what power spike can we expect from the Trinity Force
Vigar? 45 minutes when you've farmed enough AP, and you still do a bunch of magic damage.
So it's not the one item spike that we're looking for.
Probably not. Triforce on Vigar compared to Triforce on, like, say, a Jax or a Camille is probably not as powerful or effective. Is it like part of the thing with Vigar is you kind of just burst people. You know, you get your baby cages and you hit them with like the QWR, just kind of boom, they're dead, and or WQR, whatever. And then like with trying to be as effective with the Sheen as you can, you've got that like cooldown, that inner cooldown on the Sheen procs.
And Thux's here as they go ahead and disdain in Worgen Knight. Could be the 2v1 that we're looking for. Worgen Knight doesn't grab the healing with the Q, gets infinite duress in, and he'll get pulled into the meat grinder as Adaraz gets the shutdown. That'll be a lot of gold going into the pocket of the Urgot. Maybe not actually that much. That's 4 kills. That's
4. That's only gonna be like, I don't know what it is, 600?
Yeah, something like that. It's still a nice chunk of change. Helps out.
It's 675.
I'm assuming you opened the chat and just looked at it. But...
Yep.
Okay. 675 for the 4 kill shutdown. I really should learn those at some point. Seems like it's relatively important. Anyway, Rift Herald goes down as Baby Carrot solos that one out. The gate's about to be opened. Is he just going to straight drop it in mid lane? No. Okay. Sworn may be looking for something here bottom. The hook going to connect from Boner Jams. But he's 4 levels down right now to this Vladimir.
Yeah. It's been a rough lane.
We haven't even really talked. Do you like the summon Airy on Vladimir compared to like an Electrocute or a Predator or insert other keystone?
Not me. I'm on either like the Electrocute or Predator trainer. Honestly, with how everyone's building, I almost wouldn't be surprised like a Glacial build, because why not? It's Glacial everything right now. Give him the suck.
Yeah, that looked like Vladimir. He's got 9 stacks on his Dark Seal. Do you think he goes Mage Eyes?
No reason not to with how this game's looking. You can afford it. You've probably built a cheap item. You can get other cheap items.
SP Pillars is just walking in, gonna go ahead and stun up Yasuo. The Killer Instinct in from Paladin as they're trying to find that lethal damage. It's the flash in from Paladin as he takes the damage from the box. He should go down to the turret as a result of this, but it's going to be the trade. 2 for 1. Meanwhile, Yasuo, or Darius killed the jungler at some point, and now he's gonna grab the double kill in mid lane. Rift Herald's here in bottom. Yeah, we didn't get to see Worgen Knight kill Thugs, but we're just gonna replay that for you. He probably hit abilities and then hit R.
And then he died.
And then Thugs died.
Yeah. So maybe Back Castles there's some genius who's going for nothing but CDR. He's got that 30% now with the Fiendish.
Uncle Jabronis looking for the 1v1 on Baby Carrot, grabs the Steel Tempest, the dash forward and the solo kill for Uncle Jabronis as he's turning it back around on Baby Carrot. But now he's on the wrong side. We'll see if Worgen Knight can actually track him down.
Baby Carrot, you might have lost a 1v1, but it's probably also because you're sitting on 2,500 gold.
Yeah. Uncle Jabronis is out of there thanks to the Dark Passage from his buddy Jabronis.
What type of dragon we got? It's a Rocky Boy.
Adaraz takes a lot of damage. The Solar Flare not going to stun up anybody, but Sworn is just regenning through the Killer Instinct. Back up for Paladin as he'll grab another kill. Yeah, Thug's going to go ahead and fear in Sworn, but it's not going to matter as that's the double kill now for Paladin. They're trapped in the baby cage, though. Bad Castle coming forward. The Fear Beyond Death misses. Oh, no, it actually hit. I thought I saw it sail wide, but it's going to be the turn for Jingo Squad. They've grabbed 3 kills. Yeah, the Execute's stacking up. You have the Primordial Burst plus the Fear Beyond Death. That should guarantee 2 kills, you'd think.
You'd think, except the Primordial Burst didn't get a kill that fight. I mean, it eventually turned into a kill, but it was dropped on Sworn, and Sworn still sat there with like 300 health. I was like, whatever. Also, Medjay's was picked up at some point.
And then immediately the stacks go away. He's down to 2 stacks now.
That's always how it works, you know. You're like, I'm popping up. I'm getting mid-jizz. And then you're dead.
A lot of respect here from Uncle Jabroni's into the Fed Darius, and then he loses the turret, and all of a sudden the respect is gone. Morgan Knight looking for the solid 1v4. Can he get it off? Infinite Duress just stunning him up. He walks into the wall of the baby cage, unfortunately, so he won't get that, but so another shutdown. Only the 2-kill shutdown this time, but that goes over to Bad Castle. The Gnasher's Tooth was the pickup. There's the item.
That's what I was saying. I was like, whoop, I was wrong. Just got baited by the first spy of 2 components of a Triforce.
Paladins found a Adaraz here. The rest of the members of Power Flash is looking for the engaged. Zenith Blade misses, though. Paladin not going to be able to grab that passive proc, so Adaraz will just scuttle out of there. Now on the top lane, Hemoplague goes down on Uncle Jabroni's. He's looking for the 1v2. Ignite coming down, the teleport coming in from Morgan Knight. It's not going to matter. Does he still have the Hemoplague on him? No, he doesn't. He's going to live just barely thanks to the shield from the Dark Passage. He sure is a dashy boy. That's all I can say. SP Pillars is just overestimating the range of that Zenith Blade a little bit on the last couple of engages. He's been looking for something over the wall. A little bit cheeky. Anyway, Power Flashes has a lot of vision in the enemy jungle, and they're just going to roll through here and see if they can find a pick. I was going to say they could look at Baron, but it's only 18 minutes into the game, so they really can't. But Inhibitor turret number 1 under fire now. Or not. They didn't hit the turret. Unfortunate. Are you looking for an engage if you're Dingo Squad?
No, not normally. Like, if I was looking to fight at any point here, outside of waiting for like a super late scaling, which I don't even know how much you outscale. I don't know the Urgot and Darius scaling. Probably Urgot favored. But I would probably hold off till your Yasuo hits the 2-item spike, gets the IE to run with the Phantom Dancer.
Is he even going IE? He's got the extra longsword.
I don't know. He's got the longsword, but probably just couldn't buy anything. So, you know, at some point you're gonna build some item that goes, or it has a longsword in it, whether that be like a Blade of the Ruined King, or that be like an Executioner's Calling for the healing of Morgan Knight and Sworn, whether it be, I don't know. You could even put into like a Frozen Mallet.
Do you like the Zeeks first on Leona?
I mean, kind of. You pop Bolt, you go in, you give Bernie autos for your AD carry. I don't know. I'm not super familiar with Leona. I don't see that many of them. And the last Leo support we played with, I don't like consistently played it. I don't think he. I think it was before the rune change happened. So I don't even know if these keystones and like this version of Zeke, since it's been reworked so many times, existed.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's something you'd want more, but no, that seems reasonable.
Anyway, Paladin's actually confirming that he told Pillars to go Zeke's first.
Okay,
so,
we're going Zeke's for the Kaisa specifically. I feel that.
I mean, when we were running our goofy bottom lane practice recently, Parker and I, we that's what we did, but it was on Thresh. But it was a Thresh Kaisa.
Yeah, with Thresh you don't want the.
So much. It's good. He wanted his damage. Yeah. Exactly. When you're a big boy, you want damage.
Yeah. You have the double Trinity forces completed on Darius and Udyr now, plus the Sterix on Darius as well. So I don't know that you've got a burstable target even on Power Flashes anymore. That was a really quick Baron at 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That was a 3-man Baron too. That Vlad and Darius weren't even there.
Yeah, that's just simply Udyr plus Kaisa plus Mountain Drake. Plus being really ahead.
Yeah.
We're sitting at a 10k gold lead.
Yeah, the 1-4 setup here. Darius isolated against Vigar is kind of interesting. Um, Thugs may be looking for an engage. I don't think you win that 1v2 though. And it just opens up the turret. Actually, the bottom lane turret's the first one to fall. Morganite flashes forward. He really wanted the Vigar, but not going to find him. SP Pillars is here, though, as he grabs the Zenith Blade. They'll kill off Thugs Bunny. Adaraz, that's not the right side of the map for you to be on, bud. That's 3 kills going over to Power Flashes, and the base opened up. 2 inhibitors. Will it be the surrender for Jingo Squad?
All right.
Yeah, that's a tough game. There's not a huge amount to analyze. Really well done by Power Flashes to continue to snowball their lead, and basically at no point during that game did it look like Jinko Squad had much of a chance.
Yeah, not really. When you have the level 1 invade with a lethal Temple Vigar that starts Baby Cage, and then it turns into Kaisa getting 4 killed before minions have arrived. This is gonna be a rough one to play at all.
Yeah. So
There's Kaisa.
congratulations to Power Flashes. You win nothing because it was cross week. So we'll look forward to seeing these guys next week for games that actually matter a little bit more. Power Flashes, maybe a little bit of momentum going into the rest of their schedule. They really need 2 wins in order to make sure that they're in the playoff discussion at the end of it. So um, hopefully things looking up a little bit for them. Paladin and Worgen Knight, that combo that we talk about every time we talk about them, looking pretty solid. So anyway, we'll step aside for just a minute or two here while we load up our last game of the day. It's Omega Wolves versus Oklahoma Gold Rush. As soon as I can find the splash screen. There we go. Professionalism.
Ooh, Trilogy busting out that super secret pick that what's her face Propulsion pulled out against us. The one they were so proud of.
Oh, I hadn't even looked. This song is like really calming. This is all piano so far. All right. We're really hyped up now. Anyway, are you ready?
Yep.
Oh, I have to change the scoreboard. I'm actually trolling.
All right. Main cast or not? Who won the last game? That was Paladin Squad. Power
Power
Flashes.
flashes.
You missed a spicy invade, and then the game just kind of accelerated, I guess.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm finally ready. If you are,
All right.
okay. Let me pull up Twitch chat so I can see them. All right. Um, yeah, our second game and last game of the day is going to be Omega Wolves versus Oklahoma Gold Rush. Both teams come in at 3-2, both in 4th place in their group. So, looking for some momentum headed into that playoff push. I'm going to reorder everybody while I'm thinking about it right now. Oh, that's still not right. There we go. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. On the bottom side of the map, wearing the blue health bars this game is going to be the Omega Wolves. In the top lane, Mercury X will be playing Lissandra. Killfallen in the jungle, subbing in, playing Amumu. Arctic Baron mid on Talon. And Silverme Timbers and Luke will be playing Ezreal and Morgana.
We got Trilogy up in the top lane for the red side on Trundle. Scrambles back on his Nocturne once again. We got a Thunderstorm on the LeBlanc, and we've got the Duvranga Ivory with the Twitch Braum lane.
Ivory has used a different chroma for this skin every single time, and honestly, I still haven't seen a bad one. But he's the only person I've really seen play the skin. I guess some pros play it, but it's a nice skin. Scrambles, I think, is holding everybody up, though, going for the Dark Souls Nocturne rather than like Eternum or Spooky. You gotta get in the spirit, you know?
I mean, honestly, that the skin he's running right now is my favorite. That was the first one I bought, and then I got the second one just so I could hear Pierce the Veil instead of whatever else he screams darkness.
Hey, I mean, Nocturne's basically just an edgelord. Anything edgy whatsoever, he's got to have it.
Maybe he's gonna get like an ultimate skin where like instead of just Pierce the Veil, he'll just scream like Black Veil Brides or any others like slightly dark name. Steals up band names.
Bullet for my Valentine as he flies in. Yeah. Anyway, some interesting lane matchups. The one I think that should be the most explosive here. We have the LeBlanc versus Talon mid. Well, it might be LeBlanc and Nocturne versus Talon mid as Scrambles comes in for the level 2 gank. Fear coming on, auto attacks, plus the Ignite burning him down, and that's first blood going over to Scrambles already.
Alright, well what's supposed to be a like a slightly rough matchup for LeBlanc, and by slightly rough I mean one of the few losing matchups she actually has, at least in solo queue. Just gotta, well I guess the Nocturne got the kill, but you still got the solo time.
How come these are the only 2 games being streamed? These were the only 2 that were played out of the games that I was allotted today. Yeah. The 3 games, the 3 like top games that all did get played will be streamed by Vid and Hungerbunger later on today. But it's for us, we only got these 2. Unlucky.
Yeah, a lot of teams just didn't seem to care. I really don't blame them.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't really care while we were playing either. Not that that excuses our performance, but
Spoilers.
hey, we could stomp and also not care.
Yeah, I mean it could be like the Landsnet game where you int and we carry like no problem. I can't say that you were inting. Thanks for sending 4-man top while we're just like, yeah, we're taking an inhib. Goodbye, Aaron, on our tier 1.
Anyway, never mind. I thought that was gonna actually be something, but Arctic Bear just getting the trade in, getting the Electrocute proc. You like Talon a little bit favored over LeBlanc in this matchup normally?
Yes, we yeah, throwback to last season when we had a scrim against OU, but I just kind of like picked it into Jobero's LeBlanc, which is supposedly one of the better LeBlancs in our league, and that turned into an 18 kill Talon game for me. Good times. Also, I don't play Talon, so that was a very special game.
Yeah, this top lane, pretty rough for Trilogy, honestly, just based on range and harassment, but he's doing a good job getting some CS under tower. Oh, the Dark Binding going to land onto Duvranga. Can he escape successfully? The exhaust now just to slow him up. Ivory has returned. Stand behind Braum. Might get him out to safety. We'll see if they can sneak a Q through. Nope, doesn't look like it. So a lot of summoners burned on... I guess not a lot. It was just the exhaust from Luke in exchange for both summoners from Duvranga, but that should set them up for a little bit of success later on in this lane.
I guess it was just a little bit of miscommunication. Duvranga steps forward while Ivory's warding.
Yeah, the Potion of Rouge pilfered by Sivermy Timbers. We'll have to see. That extra AD really pays off for him eventually. I really miss starting Red Pot. I don't know how many people were actually playing back then, but you used to just start Red Consumable Potion for the extra like 20 or 25 AD it gave you at level 1 and just smack some people. It also gave you like 200 health, which was beyond broken, because while you were dying you could pop it and then all of a sudden have a bunch of AD and turn a fight. So you take Darius and just like pop your Red Pot on people. It was good times. It was simpler times back then. Were you around during that, Wing?
I wasn't. I was a season 4 baby.
He's just a youngin. I didn't know if it was season 4 or before that. I'm just dating myself with the red elixir start. It was also like ribbon top every single game. Anyway, we haven't really seen Killfallen do a whole lot yet, but he's playing a Mumu. He's getting farmed up. He's should be getting relatively close to 6. He's actually got an experience advantage over Scrambles, who picked up first blood. but for now, the game just continues. Subjugate comes out from Trilogy. Just gonna grab the chomp down onto GetRECt. I don't know what the Subjugate was for. You don't really have a great Subjugate target. I guess a Mumu if he starts building some resistances, but I'm not really sure about the Trundle top pick in this particular situation.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the expert analysis. Yeah, I don't know. Perfect.
Of course, that's what you pay me for. I guess a Mumu like lands some sort of CC, gets the aftershock ticking, and then you sap the resistances.
I'll be right.
Yeah, Killfallen looked for a gank top, didn't find any opening, and then I don't know why he didn't drop the ward at the opponent red buff while he was over there, but decided against it. I really like this invade by Thunderstorm. Just watching the minimap, he goes in right before the blue buff spawns, drops the ward right on top of that blue buff, so they'll see whenever a Mumu or if Talon wanders down there, but they'll see them when they're going for that. It also gives him clearance for this top lane gank, where he'll grab some damage with the distortion onto GetRECt, the flash away though.
Yikes.
Yeah, the claw plus flash, getting him out to safety.
A little bit of a misplay there from Thunderstorm. Lyssandra's only escape is a claw, and you jumped in before the claw has been taken.
Arctic Bear looking for Thunderstorm in the jungle, not going to be able to find that critical damage. A good dodge so far by Thunderstorm, but there's the ultimate from Scrambles as he comes in over the top with the Paranoia, and he'll grab his second kill of the game. Arctic Bear was looking to pick LeBlanc and gets picked himself.
My Chemical Romance. Is that what he screamed?
I'm pretty sure, something like that. Anyway, Scrambles on his signature Nocturne now, 2-0. Also, feels good to get that kill with the first Paranoia.
Oh yeah. And that since Nocturne is one of the few like summoner players that or champions that should be running Presence of Mind, getting that shorter cooldown back on Paranoia after being successful with it. Also, I almost feel like more importantly, you were denying time and experience for the Talon, setting him further behind since he's more of that early mid-game assassin.
I mean, so is LeBlanc. LeBlanc just has...
She's a bit more slippery, I feel. I don't know. You see an Ezreal, you kill an Ezreal. You see a Twitch, you get brummed. I don't know.
The exciting top lane trades that we've come to expect from Goldcapped. And the directed camera, for that matter. Duvronga's level 6, but Luke and Silvermeat Timbers both are. Ivory not quite there yet. So I don't know that he really wants to look for anything. Now Ivory's level 6.
My grass cut itself, damn it, Scrambles.
Talon looking for something here. He has the parkour available if he wants to go over the big wall. Dark Binding doesn't connect onto Duvronga now. Dark Shield, Black Shield should keep him relatively safe. It does get the flash away from Luke. You have the opportunity now as Thunderstorm has wandered down. Scramble's ultimate is almost available. They could maybe look for a dive if they're feeling edgy. I think this is the safer play, of course. Assuming that they go for the dragon. Nope, they just wanted some fruit. Can't really blame them. You get a little bit hungry on Summoner Surf. Sometimes you just need some fruit. I am kind of curious about the impact that these top laners are going to have if they ever get to leave top lane. But like GetRECt teleporting into a team fight or on that flank with Lysandra is actually a pretty devastating immediate impact there. Whereas Trilogy walking in, you've got the pillar, but if you don't place that exactly correctly, your impact is pretty negligible if you're coming in late to a fight. So I think if we can see GetRECt get a good angle from that teleport. Paranoia coming in though. Stopwatch is available apparently for Luke, but it just buys him a little bit of time before Ivory takes the kill. Meanwhile, the 2v1 in top lane, Curse of the Sad Mummy, plus some auto attacks, and Killfallen will accidentally take the kill by crying on top of him.
Kind of do like Ivory accidentally took a kill.
Yep, Thunderstorm solo kills Arctic Bear in mid. That was pretty well played. Even got him through the stealth. Thanks to the sight from the chain, I imagine. But nice solo kill for Thunderstorm, and he still has that Ignite up, so he can look to do it again once Arctic Bear comes back to lane. Earth Dragon going down. I can't quite tell how low this turret is. Yeah, they're going to have to back off of that. I was going to say, if you can get first turret in exchange for that, you're doing all right. But now Trilogy just looking to chomp down on Kill Fallen. There's really no threat of anybody else joining. But it's about a 700 gold lead right now for Oklahoma Gold Rush. If you're... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, good.
I was going to say, if you're Omega Wolves, what are you looking to do on the map right now?
You gotta set up play bottom lane. Even if your Arctic Bear, keep Thunderstorm mid if you can. You get the teleport flank from GetRECt, because at least as of this point, Twitch is definitely not gonna have a QSS, and Braum doesn't have like a Mikhail's or anything. So you just kind of teleport in, you lock down the Twitch, you blow them up, and you kill the little rat. That's about all I got for you.
It's the scrambles and the 4 mini scrambles. Perfect.
That's what I was gonna say.
I feel like mini scrambles are more like a breakfast item, but I like that we saw the Dark Binding hit on Ivory before the directed camera went to mid, and he was still bound up when it came back. It's a good amount of crowd control on one ability.
As always, what do you do when you get hit by a Morgana Dark Binding? I'm thinking this time I'm gonna go, you know, put some ribs in a smoker. Take their sweet time.
That sounds pretty good. I'm coming up to your place then for some ribs. Thunderstorm looking for Arctic Bear, finds him over the wall. The chain gonna connect. Oh, I thought that was the chain. There's a lot of particles. Anyway, grabs the chunk out on him at least. Gonna threaten him. Hey, don't walk over there.
Cosplays as Kled. There's my land.
What do you say, Scarl? We gonna 1v10? I think that's the quote, but I don't think he actually can 1v10. Does he say 1v9?
I don't know. I haven't played him in a while.
Scrambles grabs the Scrambles Rift Herald at 14 minutes. And Paranoia? Do they have vision? Here it comes.
Whee!
Oh, didn't... Missed the Duskbringer, but it doesn't matter. Scrambles is 3-0. He's got his personal favorite Rift Herald. Finds Kill Fallen, just kind of wandering by. I was going to say, do you let him take your pink ward for free? Nah, you got to fight him a little bit for it. Unfortunately, that was pretty much the rest of Thunderstorm's mana. In top lane, meanwhile, Trilogy doing pretty well against Mercury X. That extra healing from Subjugate. Oh. Oh, the snare! The kill for Mercury X! He bought himself enough time with the stopwatch and the ultimate. Luke and Silverme Timbers, meanwhile, wandering into a 3v2. Luke is going to fall down for his sins. First turret did go down mid to Shelly and got the second charge off as well, so relatively successful Rift Herald drop by Scrambles.
I mean, that's pretty much the one thing you can always count on him. It's kind of like a quota against Grig, where it's like, oh, like 10, 12 minutes, like rolls around, you go to Rift Herald, and oh, look, there's Grig, let's kill him. And it's just the same with Scrambles.
Yeah, I'd like to see Omega Wolves. They should know that they have that tower really low in top lane, and they don't have Dragon available right now. So you put Ezreal and Morgana top and just grab a tower. You grab a little bit of gold for yourself, and don't risk getting dove by really fed Scrambles, who has Paranoia available right now. Also, Paranoia is already back up.
Yeah, Prince Mind is a good rune when you're popping off. Also, Scrambles hasn't based in a while. He's sitting on 1800.
I'm curious to see what he's going to go for. Grabs the Paranoia onto Ezreal. The spray and pray coming up from Duvranga. Now Thunderstorm collapsing from the back. Doesn't grab the chain, but it doesn't matter because of the Orb of Deception. And Scrambles is on a rampage. They grab two quick kills, if I can speak. Arctic Bear and Killfallen are here. They found Thunderstorm, looking for a little bit of damage onto him. The distortion away from Thunderstorm. He grabbed the chain onto Arctic Bear.
Oh no, Arctic Bear ignited the clone after the chain was used.
Scrambles able to spell shield. I guess it was the Tantrum, because he still got stunned. Duvranga grabs the kill onto Arctic Bear, though. As a result of this, the Braum passive able to slow him up for long enough. And now there's still 4 members from Oklahoma Gold Rush here in the bottom lane. True Shot Barrage. Oh, it hit all the minions first. I was going to say, if that hit Ivory straight up, that might have been the kill, but not to be. Thunderstorm looking to grab it onto Killfallen. Grabs the Electrocute proc, but not enough damage to finish off. Amumu's relatively tanky. Like, he's got the... Not even relatively. He's got the Catalyst plus the Cinder Hulk, so he is a... I keep saying relatively. He is a tanky boy. A lot of health.
So we got Warrior completed now for Scrambles, and he picks up a Chain Vest. Going for the super early Guardian Angel, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say, it might just be the bait for the Guardian Angel. Finds the Paranoia on to Killfallen. You don't get to clear the words on in my house, says Scrambles. He's 5-0 now. It's still not a huge gold lead for Oklahoma Gold Rush. As much pressure as they're putting on, as many kills as they have, well, they might be able to turn that. Ignite, not quite going to kill Arctic Bear and Silverme Timbers and Luke around the other side. Scrambles looking for it. No fear because of the Black Shield. The Braum ultimate going to be the kill for Ivory. He flashes forward for an auto attack on Luke. Exhaust plus the snare from Luke will finish off Scrambles. A big shutdown going over to the Morgana.
I mean, congrats on getting the shutdown, but it feels bad that it goes onto your support.
Hey, you're looking almost at the Zanya's Hourglass. That's the big power spike for Luke. Again, not a huge gold lead yet for Oklahoma Gold Rush. They really need to start popping some of these turrets. It's really been kills so far, and they're even in farm. So you don't see that gigantic gold lead that you would think you would have at 11-3 right now.
Yeah, I mean, Duvranga, while Ivory was busy sniping people with an ultimate, Duvranga did get that bottom tower finally.
Mountain Dragon will help. That'll give them a little bit more power on the objectives.
Yeah, Ivory, I don't know if you know this, but my name in my Discord is actually KDA Player. Like, no lie.
So if you're Omega Wolves, you're feeling really pressured right now. Are you looking for that big AoE teamfight setup with a Mumu, or do you think you have to concentrate more on trying to find some picks in rotation?
I feel like it's still just going to be picks. You've got a Morgana binding plus Lysandra plus like single target talent outside of, I guess, his ultimate. But you can't keep putting yourselves in points to get paranoid that once, like, that one Paranoia was unsuccessful.
Oh, big distortion from Thunderstorm, but now he's in trouble as he's going to stopwatch up. That shutdown will go down to Mercury X. The Curse of the Sad Mummy grabs 3. They're trying to turn this back around. Arctic Bear doesn't quite have enough damage to solo out anybody, but it's the double kill for Mercury X, the triple kill for the Lysandra, and now Duvranga forced to flee.
See, that's good. It started off with the Paranoia being blown, being unsuccessful, and just overcommitting for a kill, and then I don't want to say the layering of the CC, but just kind of like the extended fight with how much CC is available between Lysandra, between an Amumu, and then the Morgana. Yeah.
Yeah, something definitely worth noting. You have a Mumu who reduced, well, might not get to talk about it. Dark Binding going to find Trilogy, but the Subjugate does so much for Trilogy as he's able to heal back. Gets the kill onto Arctic Bear. Dark Binding sails just a little bit wide. Ivory teleports in thanks to his Summoner Spellbook. He'll flash forward. Well, he dashes forward. Winter's Bite connects. Killfallen looking to turn this back around, and Trilogy's just a little bit overextended as he will go down. Anyway, I was going to talk about the Magic Resist Shred from Killfallen being able to empower Mercury X's ultimate. That's kind of what we saw during that last fight. The Curse of the Sad Mummy on 3, layered into the Glacial Tomb, was able to shred through and do that AoE damage that they needed. Arctic Bear hasn't been super successful yet on this talent, though.
No, 0 and 6 is kind of reflecting that. You're only at your 1 item spike. You didn't buy a Tiamat, which is pretty common for starting item for wave clear, help you shove, and then roam, which we haven't been seeing a whole lot of from them, like, at all. And at this point, you're 22 minutes into a game, so probably not going to happen.
Yeah, in the chat it looks like State Farming is Thunderstorm's mom, so that's a good revelation to have. We learn a lot from Twitch chat. For instance, we learned that Silercia is the biggest trash talker on Piltover Pokes. Now we've learned that State Farming is Thunderstorm's mom. Valuable insights into some of our gold cap teams. Omega Wolves is more or less grouped up. They don't have talent, but you know, he's got parkour. And this is what we were talking about them doing 10 minutes ago. Not 10 minutes ago, yeah. Maybe more like 5 or 6, but they finally rotated enough members top to be able to grab that turret, and they've got a gold lead. They probably don't feel like they have a gold lead, but they have a gold lead.
Yeah, they had the shutdowns. Then, I don't know. I guess this under's big.
Yeah, the shutdowns plus the 2 towers, plus you're even on farm pretty much. Like, you've even got a small CS lead in top lane. And jungle. It's theoretically anybody's ball game, but you feel like you have that map pressure and you feel like you're still in the lead if you're Oklahoma Gold Rush.
Yeah, you still got those 2 Rocky boys if you're ever able to get onto another tower.
Plus now we
or Baron.
Yeah, now we can talk about exactly the same thing where Oklahoma Gold Rush has a really low tower in top lane. If they just send 2 people, 3 people up there, they get a free tower. And they can start to accelerate everything. You can get the vision, you know, blah, blah, blah. You can play macro.
Oh, even more confirmed on stream. So Silercia also got Ivory pregnant. Well, congratulations.
Ivory's going to be a mom. All right. Hey, if it's said in Twitch chat, it must be true.
Twitch chat never lies. Ooh. Thunderstorm was almost about to cosplay as Jensen there and face check into forum.
Yeah, he's looked for those aggressive distortions a couple of times. He's done some damage with most of it, but that one was a little bit spooky. Here we go, Trilogy. Just gonna focus on that top lane tower. He's got Demolish available. Doesn't even need it as he chomps the tower down. And now gold is even. Exactly even. What's the next dragon up? 20 seconds. Oh, it's only an Ocean Boy. Thirsty dragon. Trilogy's found Arctic Bear. Just gonna start beating on him with his club. Uh-oh, Luke's on the wrong side, though. Paranoia gonna grab him. He's got the Zanya's Hourglass available by some time, but gets feared back into the team, and Trilogy solos Arctic Bear in top lane.
That is unfortunately an Amumu. He is one tanky boy.
Yeah. So Trilogy's got that split push going on right now, and was able to solo kill the top laner underneath his own turret and still remain full health. So yikes. Just trundle things. Rat-a-tat coming out from Duvraga as he's looking to push, and he'll grab the turret for himself by zoning Ezreal off of the wave. Smart usage of the ultimate there, and grabs them the extra turret on on top of everything else, and they'll have the 2,000 gold lead now. Still doesn't feel like the game's completely broken open for Oklahoma Gold Rush, but they definitely feel back in the driver's seat based on that last little play on the map.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, that was a tier 2 mid that you just lost. So that gives basically full access to blue side's jungle.
Yeah, and you can see the words on the red side already, all around that red buff area. Oh, one just timed out.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
And like now you've got, well, with that vision, you're getting levels on Paranoia, or for scrambles, so he can ult from a further distance. You've got LeBlanc to jump over some walls, which, while some have been almost face checks into death, only has the one death so far. And then Twitch is Twitch. Twitch comes out of stealth, Twitch kills you.
Yep. And he's got the QSS, which is a really important item for him.
Yeah,
just in terms of what's happening this game. Yeah, now you can't be clicked on by a Mumu or Lissandra or get bound up as easily. You have at least one escape from those things. Oh, he uses the Assassin's Path over the pillar. Arctic Bear forced to run away. Trilogy has the Subjugate ticking, so he's healing back up. And doesn't quite finish off Arctic Bear as he's able to parkour over the wall to safety. So MercuryX picks up his 5th kill. He's got 3 items. He's pretty big on this Lissandra, but what are you losing on the other side of the map?
Remember, 2 Mountain Drakes. Even if they start this Baron a little bit late, honestly, they still do it at an okay pace.
Yeah, it's down to 4,000 now. MercuryX is in the vicinity. Killfallen will be here soon. If you can just get those 2 ultimates together, that might be alright. Scrambles sees his moment. He jumps back in. The Glacial Fissure just zoning off Killfallen, and the fight is really split. So far, Silvermead Timbers has gone down on one side. Thunderstorm still alive, does a lot of damage to MercuryX. Scrambles just trying to fight. It's a double kill for Luke. Morgana's huge right now. The Guardian Angel is popped. MercuryX trying to jump back in. Arctic Bear's here as he tries to turn it back around, and MercuryX grabs the kill. He's dominating on that Lissandra, 6-0.
I think that was just simply OGR. Like, they didn't start Baron until after Trilogy had already fallen in the bot lane. Had they been like a little bit more coordinated, that was a free Baron.
Yep. As it was, they were kind of forced to turn, but already they were relatively chunked out. Like it doesn't seem like they have that sustain through the Baron damage as much as some other team compositions would. Duvrango was at about half health. Ivory was at about half health. Scrambles was, I think, at about 3/4, but he was the one that was big initiating into the team.
Yeah, Duvrango had caught a couple Mystic shots to the face while from Ezreal Harass while they were doing that, so he was definitely chunked. Also, he QSS a little early. QSS into still being rooted.
But yeah, Thunderstorm was able to at least grab the Ezreal on the back of that fight to turn it at least into an even trade. I think it was 3 for 3. It's still really anybody's game in terms of gold count. Killfallen just wandering through looking for some vision. He's actually just going to grab the Scuttle Crab right in front of all of the members of OGR. Paranoia coming in. Maybe a little bit of overextension by the Amumu. Well, if they can ever kill him. Yeah, they'll finally finish him off. Scrambles is 7-3.
So that's jungle dead. Do you call Baron, or what's the call here?
It seems like it's kind of split right now. The members of Oklahoma Gold Rush just kind of wandering around. Luke has found Ivory with the Dark Binding. Glacial Fissure just going to get him some distance, and he'll dash back out to safety. The cleanse coming in big for Ivory. Ultimate coming through. I don't think Ivory can really stick around now, and you're looking at a slight number disadvantage on the map. It'd be 4v3 around this Baron. Trilogy, meanwhile, in bot lane.
Yeah, does have teleport available.
Thunderstorm not quite able to grab that damage onto Luke over the wall. Arctic Bear is here to try to respond. The demolish damage from Trilogy feels pretty good. Scrambles gets rooted up. Will they continue to engage? MercuryX has found his moment. He's godlike. He grabs 3, grabs the Arctic Tomb, Glacial Tomb for the extra kill. Thunderstorm does grab Ezreal on the back of it. Killfallen now. Just looking for some cheeky damage onto Thunderstorm. Dash forward with the claw, not able to grab anything. Trilogy is still just wailing away on this bottom lane turret. Now maybe looking for the assist. A lot of people still... I don't know that you need to commit this much to chasing down Thunderstorm. He is LeBlanc. Trilogy's here, trying to find Kill Fallen. This is not a super interesting fight. Subjugates down Kill Fallen. Thunderstorm will grab the kill. Arctic Bear is here. Enough time bought, I guess, by the Zanya's Hourglass. And Trilogy will grab the chomp down. Arctic Bear is now reverse legendary at 0-8.
Unlucky. Another thirsty boy. Unlucky dragon to have, spawning at 32 minutes, but it is an objective that you could take as OGR right now.
Yep, nothing else to do, really. Might as well just grab it.
Unlucky.
The pool stealing away the blue buff from his 80 carry. It's okay, Luke's got more kills than him anyway.
Yeah, who's the real carry?
I'm kind of interested in the Berserker Greaves on Ezreal.
Yeah, normally with a double tier build, well, I mean, it depends which Sheen item you go, but you'd either be looking at honestly, I almost would consider. Well, no, I don't know. I don't know what boots I'd go on Ezreal this game.
I'd probably consider Ninja Tabby personally, but if
Yeah.
you're worried about LeBlanc, then you go Merc Treads.
You go Mobies. That's the real answer.
Hey, you gotta run it down faster. I respect that. Anyway, Vision being exchanged around, the Baron Pit Trilogy still has teleport to come in and join, if he so desires this time. Yeah, Omega Wolves kind of have control of the Baron area. They've aggroed Baron, and Kill Fallen takes about half of his health and damage from it, forced to flash away from Thunderstorm around the side. Arctic Bear trying to make a play, but he's going to have it turned around on him by Duvranga. Paranoia comes through, and Thunderstorm's on a killing spree. Is that finally the Baron moment for Oklahoma Gold Rush? They're going to try to rush this down with their double Earth Dragons. Are they looking to turn? Nope, they're just trying to burn it down. Looks like about 1,000 health left, and it'll be secured for Oklahoma Gold Rush. Thunderstorm. That's a reasonable chunk of damage onto Silver Me Timbers. Nothing terminal though, but there's the Baron going over to Oklahoma Gold Rush. It's about a 4,000 gold lead now for them as a result of some of these scraps plus the Baron. And we'll see what they can, if they can blow the game wide open with this, or if they'll continue letting the scaling kind of happen on the other side. Not that I think Omega Wolves necessarily outscales them, but
No, you've got a Twitch that's been able just to I mean, he's not super far ahead in farm, but he is still a Twitch that's farming in 3.5 items, or 3 items plus a QSS to counter Lysandra.
Yep. Top lane turret will go down here. That'll be turret number 6 for Oklahoma Gold Rush. Yeah, both teams really centered around getting picks, and we've seen a lot of respect being paid through this mid game, so it's been pretty slow from both teams. Thunderstorm's found Kill Fallen. Takes about half of his health for most of his cooldowns. So it's a 1-3-1 setup, kind of, for Oklahoma Gold Rush with this Baron. You've got Nocturne in mid, Trundle in top lane, and the three bottom. It's not going to matter because this double solo kill for Duvranga with the Rat-a-tat over the top. That should pretty much decide it, honestly.
Didn't they rename it to Spray and Pray again? Like, they did.
They did? It's Spray and Pray again?
Yeah, it's Spray and Pray.
That's dumb.
Looks like they're going for all 3 inhibs. I mean,
Yep.
you got the minions.
Just
so
going around
might
the
as well.
horn, waiting for some minions to come in. All 3 inhibitors will go down at the end of this. Trilogy looking for a fight, but doesn't really matter because Nexus turret number 1 has fallen. Mercury X just trying to do anything he can, but he'll go down before even getting the ultimate off.
Oh, he ulted, but I thought he ulted Ivory.
Oh yeah, ulted Ivory. Well, Luke goes in, grabs the damage. It's 2 kills already for a Mumu, but the fight is turning around now as Duvranga's untouched in the back. He'll flash forward, Siverme Timbers gets pillared in, and Duvranga should be able to finish this one up. It's a triple kill for Trilogy, a double kill for Duvranga, the full house for Oklahoma Gold Rush as they finish off the game. Yeah, it was a slow mid game, but the Baron basically ended it. Really well forced by Oklahoma Gold Rush. They knew they had the advantage with the Baron, and they broke the game completely by having the Baron. I
Yeah,
don't really know what to say. Yeah, both teams
it,
right now sitting in that 4th spot, so it's it's a tough road for both of these teams looking to make playoffs first. Then you might have that 1 seed staring you in the face. So we'll see if both of these teams can improve on this performance. There's a little bit to take away if you're Omega Wolves in that Mercury X had a phenomenal game up in top lane, but they weren't able to utilize him to get those picks and get the big team fight wins that they needed.
yeah, maybe don't pick Talon. That was a rough one. Maybe it was an unlucky game. Who knows?
Who knows? Anyway, that's going to do it for our cast today because, again, Vicious and Delicious and Lanceneck didn't ever communicate that they played or not, and 100 Steves and Indigo Sky mutually forfeited. So tune in later today. I don't remember if it's 3 or 4, but Vid and Hungerbunger are going to have the top 3 games. They'll have Hardest Road versus Piltover Pokes, Propulsion versus Tastes Like Purple,
TLP?
and Ghost versus Gecko Slammer Armageddon. So make sure to watch out for that, and we'll hopefully see you next time.